It's WRVS 89.9, your community voice and your home of Cheryl Underwood Radio, tonight and every weeknight at 10. Clay Mercer here with you, and it's now time for Conversations with the Chancellor. And I'm joined by the Chancellor of Elizabeth City State University, Dr. Karrie Dixon. Chancellor, welcome to your show, and we got a lot to talk about here today.
Definitely. Glad to be here, Clay.
Yeah, and let's go ahead and get right into it. Some great news for ECSU. Let's start off with that when it comes to spring enrollment numbers. They were recently released by the university. Tell us a little bit more about this wonderful news.
This is actually, just wonderful news for the university because from the standpoint of students who were retained from fall semester to spring semester was 7%. That's a huge increase. And then also that 7% includes the makeup of new students. So new students who have come in for the spring semester to start their educational journey here at ECSU, and also transfer students are a big part of that population that came in. So a 7% increase from fall to spring is something that we are really, really excited about.
Yeah, definitely. And we talk about retention and how important that is. We can bring the students in, but the efforts of ECSU to keep the students here, that's really, really important to them.
Yeah, definitely. So building an infrastructure that really emphasizes student success. And student success, we've put a lot of time and effort to make sure that we're getting that right. And we have academic advisors who have come to this institution. We have a wonderful associate vice chancellor who is now here from UNC Wilmington, who specializes in student success activities and making sure that it's a part of the overall experience. And within the curriculum as well. So we're really excited about the direction that we're going with student success, and the impact that it has an positive impact on retention of our students. And another piece about it that really makes a difference is student engagement. Our Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs has really built his team to work closely with our student leaders, and to really build more excitement around student engagement, student activities across the entire campus. And that makes a difference too, because if students feel like they have been integrated both academically and socially, then that also attributes to increased numbers in retention, and also it sends a message to other students to say, hey, ECSU is the place to be.
Very much so. He's done a great job changing the atmosphere here on campus and making it more encompassing of the students. So great job by him and all of ECSU. And also another big component when it comes to enrollment is open house events. And I wanted to talk about that and the impact it has on enrollment. You know, students and parents, they come and tour the campus and have questions answered that they may have about the university. When it comes to recruiting new students and even transfer students, how important are these open house events?
Oh, the open house events gives us an opportunity to show people who we are as a university and to see our campus, to see what we offer, our facilities, our faculty, our staff, our administrators, and then current students. So it gives those who may be prospective or thinking about coming to ECSU a good view on, if they become a part of our family here, that here are some of the people that you will have to support you, that you will have to befriend. And so we're very excited about open house. It gives us an opportunity to showcase and highlight the great things that are happening at ECSU. So open house is coming up soon. And so we're thrilled to have so many alumni and community members, as well as our campus community, welcome prospective students to the campus. And from what I hear, Clay, we have a lot of people coming. So that's a great thing.
You're listening to Conversations with the Chancellor. Clay Mercer here with Chancellor Dixon. And, you know, many people have heard the news, of course, about the Senate Bill 354 and the House Bill 966. Of course, they were vetoed. And currently there is no state budget enacted for the 2019-2020 fiscal year. What type of impact does this have on future developments here on the campus?
Well, it has significant impact. There are about $40 million worth of projects in the budget right now, and for ECSU, let me be clear on that. And so, for us, we are an NC Promise campus. So we have shown that NC Promise has benefited us greatly in regards to our numbers of enrollment, students who have enrolled at ECSU since the implementation of NC Promise. To be matter of fact, over the last 18 months, that's 2 admission cycles coming in fall 18 and fall 19, we grew 38.7% in enrollment. And that's huge.
Yes, it is.
That is unheard of. And so, with that growth comes infrastructure needs and expansion. And so, we want to make sure that our needs are communicated in that state budget. And we're waiting anxiously to have that budget or see when that budget is going to be approved. And, there are just a lot of things in that budget that really help Northeastern North Carolina and our entire region. And so we're anxiously awaiting, just like everyone else. But it has been a little difficult, because everybody wants their budget, even though we revert back to the 2018 budget. Having that additional enrollment growth funding is very critical to ECSU.
Very much so. And a lot of people have had questions about NC Promise. Will this have an effect on that? Will it still be here? Will it go away? Could you give me clarity on that? And should people be worried that it'll go away because of what's happening right now?
Oh, not at all. NC Promise is still in place. We are still honoring NC Promise for the fall 20 class. And so please take advantage now. Spread the word. Come in at $500 tuition per semester, and for out-of-state students, $2,500 per semester for tuition. And, this is a price point that no one can really compete with us on this. And so we still have NC Promise in place. So if you're hearing that is not, please correct people and let them know that, yes, the North Carolina General Assembly is still supporting NC Promise. And so we're very happy to be a part of that program and to be able to offer a quality education at an affordable price here at Elizabeth City State University.
Yes, conversations with the Chancellor, Clay Mercer here with Chancellor Dixon. And the university is set to celebrate Founders Day with a convocation ceremony on March 6th. And there are several events planned, but many are talking about the return of former ECSU Chancellor Dr. Mickey L. Burnham. He was actually my chancellor at the time when I was here too, so it'll be wonderful to see him again. And he's a keynote speaker. He'll be in the building that bears his name. Tell us a little bit about how all of this kind of came together.
Oh, definitely. So we are celebrating 129 years.
Wow.
129. So there's a lot of excitement around that. This institution has been here, as you can tell, for so many years, and it's been such a big, critical place of importance for this region to have a university that's a constituent institution of the University of North Carolina, right here in Elizabeth City, right here in northeastern North Carolina is huge. I mean, that speaks volumes. And so we want everyone to come out and enjoy the fun and activities, the celebration around 129 years. Now, in regards to our keynote speaker, we are very honored to have Dr. Mickey Burnham join us as the keynote speaker. We have something special planned for him. We are welcoming him back to campus, and we're just thrilled. Mickey Burnham did some wonderful things here at ECSU during his tenure. And when I met him for the first time about 2 years ago in person, because I've always heard about him and heard about his work, but when I met him in person, he was just as honored as I was, because his respect and his commitment and dedication to this university still stands, even though he's gone off to do many other things after leaving ECSU. But the time he spent here, I think the community, the students, the faculty, staff really, really appreciated what he did for this university. So to have him come back to be our keynote speaker on Founders Day is something we're really excited about. And I'm really excited to have him here.
I'm looking forward to it. And I know he's looking forward probably to it too. It should be a wonderful event. A lot of events planned for the convocation, around the convocation ceremony for Founders Day. You can find all this information online at ecsu.edu. Now, Chancellor, if you want to let us in on some of those special things we have for him, you can go ahead and do that now. We love having exclusives here on the show, so go ahead and tell us everything that's happening.
We have something really, really special for Dr. Burnham. So if you want to know what's going to happen, you have to come out and see and be a part of the Founders Day convocation program. And then you'll see what we have special for Dr. Burnham. Yeah. But I also wanted to mention, Clay, that March 7th, as part of the Founders Day weekend, we will be our foundation board. The chair is Dr. Peter Ely. He and the foundation board, along with the university, will be sponsoring the Founders Day Scholarship Gala. And this is the 13th year. So this is a huge fundraiser for the foundation board. So if you haven't got your tickets, please make sure you purchase your tickets, purchase your tables, be a sponsor, and come out and enjoy the event. And also just be a part of this great celebration of 129 years. And the scholarships the money that's raised for this event will go to support students with their educational goals.
Yeah, come on out. It's going to be a real special event. And of course, all of the money will benefit ECSU and our students. So it's a real big fundraiser for us, and we want your support. Again, you're listening to Conversations with the Chancellor here on WRVS 89.9. And we're getting ready to close out. But Chancellor, this week, all about the CIAA tournament. Our teams are in Charlotte right now playing, and this is the final year in Charlotte as they get ready to head to Baltimore in 2021. Your schedule, I'm sure, is hectic this week. You have a lot of places you have to be and a lot of outfits to put on. Talk a little bit about your duties and just overall how special the CIAA tournament is.
Yeah, so the CIAA, this year is a very special year because we're celebrating 75 years of CIAA basketball. Wow. And it's fun because, they had each chancellor submit a video. And I had a lot of fun submitting a video of me pretending to coach.
Oh, I heard you had some X's and O's, and you gave them some good stuff to put out there on the court.
Yes, I had one person on Twitter say, I didn't know my chancellor was an actor.
That's what I'm talking about.
And so, but it was fun. It was fun, and it's a great celebration of 75 years of basketball. We have one of our coaches, Coach Antonio Davis, will be honored in the Hall of Fame at the CIAA, but he's being honored as a player when he was at Livingstone College. And so his accomplishments at Livingstone College is what is getting him or having him inducted into the Hall of Fame. So we're excited about that. But in regards to my schedule, it is quite overwhelming. Typically, when I go to the CIAA, I'm handed an itinerary that's about 8 pages long.
Wow.
And it's a lot of events. It is absolutely exhausting for me. And so, it does, I know people go to the CIAA to have fun, but for me, it's work. It's still work. By the end of the day, I am absolutely exhausted. Yeah. But I will be there cheering on our team, both our women's team and our men's basketball teams. And, I think last year we were the Cinderella team with our women's basketball team. I expect that our women and men will both perform well this year at the CIAA, and I want to bring home a championship. Clay?
It'd be nice to put another trophy in that trophy case.
We need a championship. I think the last time was 2007.
It's been a while,
with Coach Sean Walker,
right.
and Walker's back now. Yeah. So Walker, we need a championship.
Are you putting pressure on Coach Walker right now? Is that what's happening?
Yeah. So we need a championship to bring back to this great city and to Elizabeth City State University alumni and community. I mean, wouldn't it be so much excitement and energy around that? So come out, cheer on the Vikings. This is our last year in Charlotte. So we really want to make a great statement in Charlotte, and then we'll be transitioning to Baltimore, Maryland next year for the CIAA tournament for 3 years. But come out and come support the Vikings.
That's right. It's a great time for it. And the student athletes are going to put it all out there on the floor trying to bring that championship home. So you can follow all of the action, of course, online at ECSUVikings.com. You can also listen to the games here on Your Community Voice. Well, Chancellor, again, enjoy that hectic schedule of yours. I hope sleep is in the itinerary somewhere. I don't know.
I get a little bit. Just a little bit.
Okay. Well, enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself in Charlotte. Thank you so much for making this show happen.
Thank you, Clay. Thank you so much.
Hey, and listeners, don't forget, if you have a question for Chancellor Dixon, all you have to do is send us an email to WRVSFM@gmail.com and join us for Conversations with the Chancellor every fourth Wednesday of the month at 4 p.m. here on Your Community Voice. More of your feel-good favorites are on the way. You're listening to Afternoon Delight Radio Show.